Welcome to W the Women's Show, bringing you a perspective of the world from a woman's point of view. Gardening is a great pastime for anyone who loves to work outside, watch things grow, and get a little exercise as well. Whether you enjoy landscaping your lawn or cultivating a vegetable garden, we have some great tips for you today that should make your labor of love go a little easier. Here to help us is Jordan Beresdorfer, our gardening expert. Welcome, Jordan.
Thanks for having me on the show today.
Well, you know, Jordan, some of us just have that small balcony garden. But for those of us who have a big yard or just a lot of ambition, gardening and lawn work can really be a chore, can't it?
That's right, and one of the most challenging tasks can be just moving stuff around your lawn. You've got soil, mulch, rocks, plants, lawn chemicals. The list really goes on and on.
It's a lot.
It sure is.
What is the best way to do all of this without really wearing ourselves out?
Well, in the past, most people relied on the good old-fashioned wheelbarrow. You know, it got the job done, but if you've ever used a wheelbarrow before, you know it can be a little awkward and still require quite a bit of strength.
It's not easy.
It certainly isn't. So today we have some new options, including the new kind of lawn and garden dump cart.
Well, in fact, I think that you met with our correspondent, Lisa Varga, and just showed her some pointers on how this cart really works.
I did.
Should we take a look?
Let's do it.
All right.
It's that time of year where the weather gets a little nicer and we're all itching to get outside and create some new plantings around the yard. Most people who do their own yard work use a standard wheelbarrow for the heavier chores. But is there a better way? We're here at Sue Hart's home in Parkland, Florida to find out. Now, Sue, you love gardening, right?
Yes, I do.
Well, by the looks of this lawn, probably takes quite a while, huh?
It certainly is a chore. It's quite hard work out here, moving dirt and sod and mulch and plants around in a wheelbarrow. It's on these slopes, it can get quite unstable, and it's hard work pushing, and by the end of the day, your back is killing you.
I can imagine. Now, Jordan, you've got a better solution for Sue, right?
Absolutely. Sue's probably like a lot of homeowners that isn't real familiar with the concept of a garden cart like these ones that we have behind us. But what I'd like to do today is show you the advantages of a Gorilla cart over a wheelbarrow or a steel mesh cart. Now, Sue mentioned that she uses a wheelbarrow a lot. She has problems with the stability, and she also wakes up with a sore back in the morning after using it. With a garden cart like this, a Gorilla cart, you have a four-wheel cart that always has four stable wheels on the ground, which makes it very stable, and it's a lot easier to move around than a wheelbarrow.
Ah, so you don't have to be a superwoman to operate one.
Absolutely not. They have two-way handles that you can pull by hand or flip the handle around and haul it behind your lawn tractor.
That sounds easy to use.
It is quite easy to use. And also the dumping capabilities make it very easy to dump the load when you have loaded up the carts. And with four large tires, you can use it on any sort of terrain. Also, the dumping capability you can use with one hand, so it makes dumping even a large load very easy. There's several different capacities that we have here. We have our smallest ones that hold up to 600 pounds. We have our larger carts that hold about 1,000 pounds, and then we have our largest cart that holds almost 1,200 pounds. With that cart, you also get a couple extra features, like a garden tool holder and a cover to cover up your cart.
Some uses that homeowners can use these for?
Really, you can use it for anything around your lawn and garden. Anything from hauling soil, mulch, sod. You can store your tools in it. You can move flowers and plants around with it, or you can even load something as heavy as rocks or firewood around and dump it quite easily.
Now, I've heard about mesh carts. What's the difference?
The main problem with a mesh cart is a lot of times if you load it up with soil or rocks, that'll flow right out of the cart. Also, those are very difficult to clean, and if you leave them outside, you're going to have a rusted cart.
Ooh, not good.
So Jordan, tell me, storing these carts, they're quite big. Are they easy to store? They take up a lot of room?
Surprisingly, Sue, Gorilla carts are actually very easy to store. You can store them in the dumping position, which means they take up a lot less space than a wheelbarrow or a steel mesh cart. Or you can hang them in your garage, storage shed. You can even store them outdoors since they won't rust.
Oh, okay, sounds good.
Well, Jordan, thank you so much for showing us how to save our backs a little bit this gardening season. And now back to you, Chanel, in the studio.
Wow, Jordan, it looks like these dump carts are great tools for people who really love gardening and working in their lawn. They seem so much easier to use than the traditional wheelbarrow.
They are. They're simple to use, they're easy to clean, they're durable, and they won't rust. Gorilla carts really are the next big thing in lawn and garden equipment, and they're a great alternative to the hard-to-use, inefficient wheelbarrow.
And Jordan, where can we find these?
You can find Gorilla carts at a lot of different retailers, big box stores, home centers, hardware stores, even online at gorillacarts.net.
And are they expensive?
No, surprisingly not. They're actually a very good value with some of the smaller carts starting around $49.
Oh, wow, that's great. And most importantly for me, do they come already assembled?
That's a good question. They are actually very easy to assemble, but in most stores you will find them pre-assembled.
Oh, that's great. Well, thank you so much for being on the show today, Jordan, and really sharing with us an innovative new way to make lawn work and gardening not only more fun, but a lot less work.
Thank you.
And thank you to all of you for being with us today on W the Women Show. We'll see you next time.